Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars and Lavelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Utes will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the BYU Cougars offense will have the football first. They can catch people off guard, but one of the most intense, fiercest rivalries in the country in the Beehive State. BYU and Utah continue to prove why everyone ought to pay attention. Cougars trailed at 21-10 at the half and won on a field goal with 3 seconds left.
And it was BYU that capitalized on a lot of Utah mistakes, especially in the second half of that game. 2 costly turnovers by the Utes helped BYU score 12 unanswered in the second half, including a game-winning field goal, David, as time expired.
Well, and that game-winning drive had a little bit of drama, too. Remember the 4th down holding call? Not a lot of likes about that call. Not a lot of like between these two teams. A lot of hatred. It's always a fun matchup. We're in store for a good game.
Got him downfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Hagan. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
So the Utah Utes offense will go to work for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
The Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Trying to escape. There's a live football. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Retzlaff. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Cougar! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Out of the end zone. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll start this drive with a pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Parker. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Lets it fly. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Beehive boot is on the line, and already BYU and Utah have given us some stirring moments. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's send it back to our guys in the booth to see how the battle between Utah and BYU plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Utes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Makes the grab down the middle. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. A little screen to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Starting in 1971, the Beehive boot was established to determine the best team from the state of Utah. The boot itself estimated to be well over 100 years old.
Man, this is one of the most physical college football games I think we see each and every year, David. And this game's been referred to the holy war between BYU and Utah, but this game almost feels like an NFL matchup because of the size and the physicality these two teams play with.
And Jesse, that's a great breakdown, and I agree with the NFL talent.
There he goes! He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up, and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
With the catch, it's Parker. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And, man, this offense needed that. They've got to get it going. That clock is ticking. They've got 0 points on the game. They've got to put a couple of plays together. There's play number 1. Let's see if they can get a streak going, get down the field, and put some points on the scoreboard.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Forced out of the pocket. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit, you cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Oh, look out. The ball's free. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And how about the defense coming through in the clutch? You're up. You want to maintain that lead. You've given up a bunch of yardage. What do? You bow your neck, create the turnover, get the ball back to the offense. Offense, go do your job. We're going to win this football game.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Buys just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Crosses the 30. He's got away.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Coming out with the victory in the Holy War, it is the Cougars of BYU. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team in bragging